Good morning, everybody. Today is March 20th, and we are here at Phoenix Gulf Towers. Just want to give you guys an update on the construction that's going on here. Everyone that has purchased, anyone that's talking to sales agents about purchasing, we're working at getting this building out of the ground. We're working on the foundation, as you've seen in previous videos. I've got Brian Pugh with me, and we're going to take a look. Russell Chastain bringing in and raising this foundation up. We have to bring the elevation up pretty high in this building. So we're bringing in all those materials now. So let's walk around, try to get a better view. Now some of this might seem repetitive to people that have viewed our videos that Tim, Brett, Jerry Kokomore have provided earlier. I just wanted to show you the progress. Okay, so we're working on, this is the parking garage and part of the building. We're starting on our building back here, and we'll work our way across. And of course, the building and the parking garage will be attached. So basically, you have two separate structures. The parking garage has its own set of piling. The actual building where your condominiums and your common areas are located, which will connect to the parking garage, is much heavier and supports obviously many more floors and a lot more weight. So there's a very large cluster of piling, of course, that will be under that building. So you can see I'm working on the parking garage. It's a good thing. We need a place to park our construction guys. It's a whole lot easier for them to be able to park on site. So we've got the garage going. Once we start pouring and getting up several levels, we can start parking guys underneath. Gives us more room for logistics. Of course, phase 2, when we start pre-selling that, and certainly we will let all of you know, will be over on the east side of this property where all of this sand's located, and that crane right there, that backhoe. That's where phase 2 will be. And we will actually start construction of phase 2 prior to this building being completed. As a matter of fact, you could see sales and construction of phase 2 sometime this summer, perhaps. At least the pre-sales of it, and then construction startup would follow very, very soon after. So the idea is that prior to moving people into this building, that we have all of the concrete poured and all of the loud noise out of the way for phase 2 before phase 1 people move in. That way you don't have as much of the noise and things like that to take into consideration. So Brian, how many units do we have sold here? Is it 71?
71
Yep,
units.
that's my last count. We look at it every day. 71 solid sales out of 96 units.
Yes, sir.
We still have 2, 3, and 4 bedroom units available.
That is correct.
On a variety of floors. So now's a good time if you're interested, to take a look. Some people may think about waiting for phase 2. We certainly understand that. I can tell you and I can assure you that phase 2 entry-level prices will be higher than the entry-level prices that we had here in phase 1. So although you would be able to get in at entry-level pricing in phase 2, certainly you have more time to wait. A good year to year and a half longer of construction to wait on versus phase 1. So that's something to take into consideration.
And there are a lot of choice units still available in phase 1. So call your Brett Robinson agent.
That's right. That's right. Contact your Brett Robinson agent if you haven't done so in a while and you're interested. So just to walk down here, Brian, and just try to get a better view of what's going on here, just to show you the steel involved. This is on the garage, of course. They're tying all this steel. They'll put the the back side of the form up. You can see the inside of the form. They'll put the back side up, and of course they'll pump it full of concrete, and we'll just go up, up, up. Everybody knows that the foundation is the most important part of this building. Extensive wave test studies, elevation, determining how high a storm surge would have to be to come over the top of those dunes. As if those dunes were not there, this building has to be able to stand here and take it. Your slab that you drive on, your ground floor in the building where your indoor pool will be, all of that is supported by these piling that are anywhere between 60 and 70 feet in the ground. So heaven forbid some sort of storm comes through and washes all this sand out, you literally would still have your parking drive here and your ground floor in the building. It literally could be suspended in midair and still be supported. That's how these things are built these days. It's not like a slab on grade concrete home. This thing will actually support itself from these pilings. So just a few tidbits of information. Okay, so Brian, what are the prices on our units? I know you know them. Just a quiz for you. So we have the 4-bedroom units at $945,000 right now. We have 3-bedroom units at $755,000, and we have the 2-bedroom units at
$590,000.
These prices are subject to change any day because it depends on how many of those units are left. So you would want to contact your Brett Robinson sales agent. You can actually go online and look at www.brettrobinson.com and find Phoenix Gov Towers, and you can find the grid sheet there too with the pricing on it. So we do keep that up to date, but please contact your Brett Robinson sales agent, right, Brian? Because we're the ones that make these changes daily when something is sold, or if someone decides to move from a 2 to a 3-bedroom unit. A unit might come available that you're looking on a grid sheet, what's for sale, and it says it's sold. So, you know, these agents always know more than what you see online. It takes about a day or so to get that corrected. So please check with your agent. Call them at 1-800-221-6180 if you don't have their cell phone numbers. Or again, you can go online and make inquiries at www.brettrobinson.com. What else you want to add, Brian?
I think it's important to realize that today, when there's a lot of shutdowns and a lot of talk with the coronavirus, we're out working today on this building.
That is correct. And yesterday, Brian, to add value to what you're saying, yesterday we sold 5 condominiums. These were not scare sales. These are sales at market price. Within our company now, there's around 20 pending sales, pending to close sometime this month or the first of next month. And it's a good feeling when you added an additional 5 properties. A couple of them were resales at Phoenix Orange Beach 2. That building's about 7 months or 6 months. I mean, it'll open up in the fall.
Right.
Okay. And so we still have some people that have paid for their units there that are selling some units there, and they are selling. To give you an idea, a 4-bedroom unit here that is 2,081 square feet, selling for $945,000. That's the developer price. That same type of floor plan, it's almost identical. It's just a little smaller down in Phoenix Orange Beach, number 2. That floor plan is 1,970 square feet. Is already reselling at $1,150,000. $1,150,000. We have several comparable sales. That same unit in Phoenix Orange Beach 1, which has been open now for 6-7 months, no, going on a year, almost a year, is selling for $1.25 million. Right. Multiple sales at $1.25 million. That's $616 a square foot. And we're selling that unit here at $945,000. So if you do the math, $945,000 divided by your square footage here of 2,081, That's $450, $460 a square. I mean, you can do the math, but it's cheap. It's cheaper. Okay, about 200,000 plus in equity. So these are actually very good deals compared to what you have to pay for an existing identical unit that's a little smaller right down the street. Just something to think about. Anything else, Brian?
Gonna do it. Everybody stay safe.
All right, guys, we just wanted to give you an update. We're proud of what's going on here. It's business as usual in the Brett Robinson sales department. So give your agent a call, come on down. We're opening our on-site sales office here on site. We have an agent here 7 days a week. Take care.